Were you among the millions who shared in the big cultural moment with the finale of the Breaking Bad TV show? All the hype didn't escape the attention of Victoria's Loading Ready Run, who seized on it for their weekly online comedy sketch the other day.
Helen, did you see the Breaking Bad finale?
Oh my god, yes! Wow!
I know, what the hell, right? What the hell?
I mean, I didn't think... I know they hinted at it, but just, wow!
I know, I couldn't even.
The part with the meth?
Yeah, the meth parts.
Right, both parts with the meth.
And that guy from Malcolm in the Middle, and the other guy that says bitch a lot?
Jesse?
That is his name, yes.
Derek, I've never watched Breaking Bad! Oh my god, that felt so good.
Really? I've never watched it either.
What?
Yeah, I just keep saying I do, so I don't feel left out.
Loading Ready Run, and a bit from their recent comedy sketch, Badly Broken, one of the videos they've been turning out every week for the past 10 years, along with a long list of other projects. Now the Victoria Group is nearing the end of a Kickstarter campaign to raise financing to produce one more year of their 3 to 5 minute sketches. With just a few days to go, they've already exceeded their goal with more than $168,000 pledged so far. And I'm joined this morning in studio by Paul Saunders and Graham Start from Loading Ready Run. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning. What prompted you to launch a Kickstarter campaign to finance the weekly comedy sketches that you've already been doing for the past 10 years?
Well, what we want to is over the years we've grown quite a bit from just myself and Paul starting just to do these sketches for fun, and you know we've this has now become our full-time job. We do many other weekly shows, and we've done other bigger projects because the sketches is what we started doing, but they've never fully paid the bills themselves because they're the biggest outlay of effort of anything that we do, because every single week it's different locations, different costumes, different people involved, but the actual sort of the internet dollars for sketch comedy itself is pretty low. And so over the years we've taken on other projects to actually continue to pay us full time, and we want to sort of continue to grow and move on to doing these other bigger projects, but we can't juggle that with doing the sketches. So we decided that we would stop doing the weekly sketches on our own terms, finish and make 2014 the final season. But we wanted to focus on the sketches, give them a good send-off, and so this doing a fundraiser through Kickstarter lets us focus on the sketches without having to also sort of hustle for contract work.
And is that how you pitched it, essentially? Donate to the Kickstarter campaign for our final sketch season?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you have a sense of who was donating? I mean, you got a great response. Do you have a sense of who was ponying up the cash?
Well, our fans are incredible. We have a really local fan base that we talk to on our forums and on all sorts of places around the internet. And so it's wonderful to see people actually, talking about how excited they are about the Kickstarter and how much money, they put in, or how much money they're hoping to put in. And so, yeah, we've got a pretty good idea of all the different types of people who are paying money to try and see us for this last amazing season.
Yeah, we've got about 1,910 backers so far who've donated on average $88 each. So,
and now the Kickstarter just came to Canada. It's been a big fundraising phenomenon in the U.S., no doubt. Could you simply have used the U.S. Kickstarter beforehand if you'd wanted, or did it have to come here for this?
Kinda. I mean, the Canadians have used Kickstarter U.S. before for their things by sort of finding a trustworthy friend in the U.S. and saying that they're part of the team and getting them to do it. But we figured we should probably do it properly and wait till it actually came to Canada. So we launched this only, I think, 2 or 3 days after Kickstarter Canada officially launched, and it's actually the fundraising is ending this coming Sunday, which is our 10-year anniversary. So we will have been making sketches every week without fail for 10 years coming Sunday when the Kickstarter ends.
Nice timing.
Yeah.
Do you think Kickstarter might be a valuable new source of funding for arts and culture groups? I mean, various places it's a struggle, and we hear about that frequently these days in this province in particular. I wonder how important you think Kickstarter might be in filling the void.
It's actually, it's quite amazing that Kickstarter, while being, the sort of crowdfunding idea, is this amazing new idea that is, really bringing people together on the internet. In a lot of ways, it's actually a very old idea. This idea of having your fans or the people who are consuming your content supported directly. It's this sort of idea of patronage. And I'm very excited for what it means. This idea that you don't have to be producing content for advertisers. You can actually produce content for the people who are going to be using your content. That's, I think, where the world should be moving towards.
And if you, one of the things of the Kickstarter, for example, is if you back at, I believe it's the $10 level or higher, back at essentially any level, and you get to see the videos several days early. During those several days, we'll be disabling the ads, like the YouTube advertising on them, because we don't need to worry about the ads, because the people who are watching it have paid, they have directly supported the season. So it's nice to be like, oh, but what about, we need to worry about this, we need to worry about this. No, because these people have paid for it.
So this is your final season of these sketches, and
yes.
It sounds like you've got plans beyond that, and I don't know if you can reveal those or not, but let's talk about how Kickstarter, for instance, and this direct crowdsourcing or audience sourcing might factor into your longer-term goals. I mean, is this essentially the model for the future for you, even if it's a different specific
I think
production?
I think it very well could be. I think it's a good way to do it, and I think that, it helps that we've spent 10 years proving that we can produce good stuff, and I think that's a big help towards doing things like this. But I can see that once 2014 is over, we're continuing to do all the other stuff that we produce as well. Like LoadingReadyRun is not going anywhere, but the guarantee that you'll be able to see a weekly sketch there every week is will be over after 2014. And then I'm sure that when we do another project, it'll be something smaller in scope, likely. But I could easily see us going through Kickstarter again and being like, all right, so here's what we want to do next, and here's what we'd be asking for, and it would take us this long, and let's do this thing. And I think it's a great model.
And I think the Kickstarter is, it's a great way of funding things, but what's even better about it is that it's just one of many ways to do things. We've got some series that we're doing that are directly sponsored by companies. We've got series that we're doing that are advertising supported, and we also have the Kickstarter funded stuff. And so it's great to have as many different ways of being able to fund artistic content as possible.
Well, Paul and Graham, it's good to hear about it from you. Congratulations on meeting your goal. Thank you very much. And thanks for joining us. Paul Saunders and Graham Stark are with LoadingReadyRun.com. Their Kickstarter campaign ends on Sunday, the 10th anniversary, and you can check out their work, of course, at LoadingReadyRun.com.